3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic looks good. All right, here we go. And Mingo Bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. Oh my gosh, what is going on with the market? This morning, it was looking good. Bitcoin doing a little pump. You know, we got some news in reference to the economy. Bitcoin reacting. Of course, market makers are doing what market makers do. They, coin started pumping a little bit. We did enter, I believe, 1 trade, maybe 2. I don't remember. My days get mixed up this morning. But if you were in another group, they would have posted 30 charts maybe, or 20 charts like they normally do every single day. My objective is to not get you wrecked. That's my objective. But yeah, the coins are going up. Everything was looking great. All these coins are breaking out of resistance, trend lines, doing a really nice bounce. And of course, we did enter 1, and it's down. It's down. Look, it's not down by a lot. Again, we do leverage, 2x leverage, but it's down just a little bit, underneath our support. But hopefully, it finds support on the next level and then comes up. One thing that we do have, and I always stress, is a stop loss. Always have a stop loss. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you for smashing the likes. You guys are great. You're Tony the Tiger. All right. So what do we have here? In the midst of all these coins that have gone up just for a little bit to come down, do we have anything that's green in the last hour? We have Pulse Chain. We have LDO. We have Hex. CAS. Nothing really. And look how much they're up. Not even 1%. Not even 1%. Oh, the market makers love their job. I think the market makers are going overtime. No tax on overtime, right? Pretty soon. Uh-oh. Look at all these that just came up. Moon Mission. Let's go. Let's FOMO. I bet you all the other groups, they're like, oh my gosh, let's get into this coin and this coin, this. Now, so here's the thing, guys. You really don't want to do a shotgun shell approach when it comes to crypto. Will you miss out on trades? Yes, 100%. Will you miss out on a 50% pump, 80% pump? Yes, you will. If you understand that, then you will have a much better time in crypto. Be happy for what you have. Be happy for the gains you get. Let's say you're in a group, and this group, 15, 20 charts a day. That's on average. We don't do that, but that's what they do. And let's say you enter 2 coins Monday, 2 coins Tuesday, because they're always posting all these charts. 2 coins Wednesday, 2 coins Thursday, 2 coins Friday, 2 coins Saturday, 2 coins Sunday. So by the end of the week, 7 days times 2, that's 14 trades you're in. And just for simplicity's sake, let's say you had $1,500. So you put $100 in each one. You still have $100 left. And you're in all these trades. Now, let's just say that the next day, they post again, but you only have $100, and you're like, I'm just going to wait for maybe a better trade. Well, that day, out of those 15 or 20 that they posted, one of them hits 80% in 4 hours. Now, instead of being like, oh man, I should have, now, what are the odds of you picking that one for that day? 1 in 15, possible. But don't look at it that way. Look at it as if, you're in coins right now. One of your coins is going to pump. Now, in my opinion, doing maybe having 3 coins per week of actual trading is good. 5 coins, maybe. But in my opinion, it's not good to do 2 coins to actually get into 2 coins Monday, 2 coins Tuesday. Because if you think about it, let's say you had a coin that did 15%, but you had your let's just say 1,000. Out of 1,400 or 1,500, you had $1,000 in this coin. And that $1,000 did 15%. Versus having $100 in 10 different coins, that's your $1,000, and let's say one did 30%, one did 15%, one did negative 10% at the moment, another one did plus 7%, another one did plus. It's so much better and easier, and as far as just mentality's sake, because you have to keep up with all those coins. Just do three a week, active trades, 5 max. All right, moving on. Okay. So just a reminder, guys, I have it in the scrolling bar on the bottom, but tomorrow and Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, November 2nd and 3rd, I'm going to try a new time frame or a different time frame. So I will not be live streaming at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to try 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those 2 days. And then, depending on the week, we may have different times, whether they're earlier or they're later. But definitely follow me on Twitter. I will be posting it there. And also on the daily live streams, I'll be saying when I'm going to be on next. So tomorrow and Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Speaking about time, it's time to make this money, guys. So let's do it. Let's make this money. This is Bitcoin with all of my fancy indicators. Let's get rid of those indicators and let's look at something that can make a little bit more sense to somebody who doesn't know how to see those indicators. Well, this was done last night. I update the group in reference to Bitcoin. Lately, the heat maps. I do thought process videos as far as our current position, as far as the market goes. Bitcoin, its movement, our current active trades, along with inactive trades. It's a thought process video to where it's just basically we're looking for this, and if this happens, we do this, and if not, we just wait. Here are the alerts. Very, very fast. As far as I want to say maybe like 7 to 10 minutes. We go over a lot of coins. We go over a lot of Bitcoin, especially. But this was what I did last night, and I was saying, okay, here are the liquidations. We have one up top, one down the bottom, and then basically that video that I put said, I don't think we're going to come up to the top. I think we're going to come to the bottom. I think it's going to come down this direction. But if we do, more than likely it'll go up to come down. And this is what I'm looking at. Lo and behold, now granted, I'm not one of those YouTubers that say, I told you so. Because if I knew what Bitcoin was going to do every single moment, I would be a millionaire long time ago. But I don't. Nobody does. So here was our liquidation levels that we just showed you on that little image. And my thought process when it was here, it's probably going to come down, come up. And I even put the labels where I think it's going to come up to and come down to. And then here is going to be our deciding point. Is it going to bounce off of our daily fair value gap, or is it going to get rejected and come further down? So I don't know, but right now we do have a liquidation up here. If it does, probably come up here real quick, just come down. Now this morning, it was looking good. Man, this morning was looking good, especially, once it broke this level. And this is also our 382 on the fib retracement. But once it broke this level, and of course we got the news as far as, for the economy. Stuff's looking good at the moment. They're just trying to trick us. And normally stuff starts, the results of all of the, weekly and monthly stuff for the environment and economy, it tends to get good. It tends to get good once the elections are coming up. How funny is that? Pretty funny. It's pretty strange that everything starts looking good once the elections are coming. But I'm really happy about this, guys. I'm really happy about this. I know you're like, Joe, I'm tired of seeing this already. But I voted. I voted, guys. I voted. So just to let you know, it's going to be very, very, it's going to be interesting the next couple of weeks, guys. Get ready. Get ready. So one thing I do want to warn people about, so this is extremely important. I want to warn you guys and gals that the market makers will deceive us. If we think the price of action is going to go one way, they will let it go that way until they reverse it. So always have a stop loss. Right now is going to be an extremely bumpy ride for at least 2 weeks, minimum. So please be very careful. Have your stop losses in place. Do not feel like you have to get into every trade that's posted, whether it's myself or if you're in another group. Do not feel you have to be in every trade. You will miss out on trades. You're going to be in groups, whether it's mine or somebody else's. We're going to post a chart. That one may get lucky, and yes, guys, it is luck. That coin may get lucky and go up 40% before it starts retracing. And you were thinking, I'll get in the next one, and you miss out. And now you're like, oh, crap, man, I missed out. Don't do that to yourself, guys. Nobody knows what coin is going to pump. All we have is our thought process of where it may go. Now, does it mean that it has to go there? No. Does it mean that it's going to go there today? No. So please, you will miss trades. You have to understand that. You will miss trades. You will miss setups. Setups may be posted when you're asleep or when you're out or when you're having fun. Do not worry about it. There's always going to be another trade. And if you see somebody get 40, 80%, don't let envy, greed, anger, frustration take over. It's a beast. It really is. Just know that your coin is getting closer and closer to doing that. Just know that, guys. All right, that was my PCA, public service announcement. All right, what's going on, guys? We got Ian in the house. What's up, man? Hey, we have Pepe, Third, Frog, After, Pepe, and Hoppy. Long time no see, buddy. How you doing, man? Hopefully everything's good. We have Crypto Candy in the house, and we have Peter. Peter, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Appreciate you guys for being here. All right, so for Bitcoin doing Bitcoin things. Bitcoin came up. We talked about this. What goes up very fast comes down very fast and hard, and goes this way. One thing that I really do like, Joe, you keep on talking. I know. One thing that I really do like about this channel, about myself, really, Joe, get off the pedestal. No, is that, and I know you maybe, you're conceited or what? No, I really like the fact that I don't say I told you so, or I told you. When people say that, to me, it's more, I feel, because I think that it's more of a superior to an inferior. I told you to do this. Kind of like a big brother telling a little brother, or a parent telling a kid, or a boss telling a subordinate. I told you to take out the trash. I told you to give me the reports. Nah, you don't tell me anything, man. You could show me. You could advise me. You could suggest. You could give me your thought process. And that's what I do. I give you my thought process. I never tell you anything. So that's one thing that, I don't know, one of my pet peeves. I told you guys, I told you, and I told you, and listen to me, and I told you, and you're only saying that because it went your way. If it would have gone the opposite way, you would not be saying I told you so and giving me the I told you so much time, so many times. I'm just saying. So for here, we've mentioned, notice how I say that? We've mentioned that I told you so. We've mentioned when the price goes up pretty fast, that it comes down pretty fast. Now here, it started going sideways and sideways, doing a little range, and then it dumped. It broke our level, and it dumped. Came down pretty fast, came up trying to get a breath of air, and came down some more. Trying to get a breath of air, and came down some more. So, in my opinion, I really do think, when's November 5th? November 5th is right. Ooh, what day is that? November 5th is a Tuesday. November 5th is a Tuesday, guys. We have just a few more days of this craziness, and in reference to the election. We have about 2 weeks worth of craziness for the crypto. And then it's going to start getting so good, guys. It's going to start getting so good. If you have a coin you want me to do, let me know. Right now, I'm just stalling. But it's going to get so good. Now, remember, tomorrow and Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to change the stream time to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But Tuesday is coming up pretty fast. Oh, man, it's going to be so great. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So my fib pull was from the bottom of this level, the start of this swing, to the top. And we did come down to the 0.5%. Came into the golden pocket between the 0.5 and 618. Shot out. Looked like we were going to moon mission. Possible. Coming up. Then possibly coming down to here. Nope. Possibly coming down to here for a bounce. Nope. Well, it did a little bit. And then coming down. So right now, I mean, it's just level by level, guys. It really is. We just have to see, is it going to break out of this golden pocket? And if so, now, because we created a new level of resistance, is it going to break this trend line? Because it could come up, get rejected, come down, come up, get rejected, come down, and then now start doing this and coming down here to around 63.8 towards our daily fair value gap. Once again, nobody knows what's gonna happen. I must stress that very much. And now, of course, the most people that are here, they understand that, kind of how the market works. Not kind of, but they understand how the market works. But I may get some new people that come in and they may not know what to expect from the market. And then when you hear these YouTubers say, I told you I was going to do this. We made all these gains. How many charts are you freaking posting? Yes, it gets on all my nerves. How many charts are you freaking posting to have, a chart that 80% gains, another chart 20% gains, another chart 40% gains? The odds right now, just look at this. Out of all these coins, do you see any that are double digits? No. Yesterday, did you see any that were double digits? I don't believe so. Day before that, nope. So how many are you posting per day, and how long was it before you're able to show those results? For me, in my group, the VIP group, I don't do that to brag and try to trick people to get into the group. I show you the real reality of, trading. And that's what all these groups do. They'll show you those results. How many did they post for that week? How long did it take? Just to get you into their group. I don't do that. No, thank you. My mama raised me right. I would rather eat ramen than deceive people so I could eat steak. My mom taught me right. All right, moving on. Let's see here. We got some people in the house. Let's look and see who we got. Fefe. Hey, man, long time no see, man. See, I started off with 80,000 Fefe. Now I have 140,000 just from day trading. I'm proud of myself. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. You're doing great. You're doing great. Nice work. Crypto Candy says a Bitcoin is beep and me off right now. Yeah. Same, brother. Same. For me, I just want a trend. Give me higher highs, higher lows. Awesome. Now we are in a trend. We are potentially in this uptrend. We're breaking these levels already. We broke our 71.9, our 72.7, within $200 of 73.7. Come on, market makers. But as soon as it goes up, though, expect it to come down nice and hard. Very important. See here, we have a show me your past trading results if legit trader. Yes. So show me your past trading results if legit trader says hi. Hey, what's up, brother? Let's see, I subscribe to your channel because you are a trader and not just one of those spot traders. We all know them. Yeah, we do spot trades, we do futures. I talk about my wins, I talk about my losses. I show you the results of real trading. Now, of course, there are a lot of people. You may be one of them. You may be what's the word? Trolling me. But there's a lot of people that what they'll do is they'll post all these charts, and it's funny too because I see it on Twitter a whole bunch. Where they'll put, and these charts are garbage. I'm talking straight up from Sesame Street. Yeah, garbage. What's that? What's the garbage guy's name? The green. What's the guy? Talk to me, guys. What's the guy's name? But the Grouch, something the Grouch. Something the Grouch. Oscar the Grouch. I got it. Oscar the Grouch. So these coins, they're just straight up trash. In my opinion, can you make money off of them? Yes, of course. Why? Because their market cap is $4 million. Yeah. Anyway, I won't get to that. Let's see here. Road Dog's in the house. What's up, Road Dog? Road Dog says, a guru says you do your own, let's see. Guru, say you do your own TA. Know nothing but their own. Yes, a gurus say to do your gurus. I got it. Gurus, the influencers, say, do your own TA. I know nothing but my own ignorance, but still give shout outs to everyone who jumped into their trades. That's up 3%. How does this encourage responsibility behavior? Yeah, and then of course they will do the whole. Is it this one? They'll do the whole, this is our setup. We have a 5-6-to-1 ratio, and then they sell right here because it went up and they're up $100. And it's like, that reward to risk what? And that's done all the time on the live streams, all the time. But yeah. Show me your past trading results if legit trader says they share trick results to new traders. Sadly, yeah, they do. For example, they keep lying. We made good results while we can only see closed trades. Yeah, very true. Very true. Clay the Great's in the house. What's up, Clay the Great? Yeah, guys, if you have coins you want me to do, let me know. Right now, we're just kind of kicking back, talking. Just to let you know, tomorrow, we are doing a live stream at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday and Sunday, I'm trying out a new time. So 5 p.m. Clay the Great says, I got wrecked hard, and we all do. Not gonna lie, my feels hurt right now. I'll tell you what, man. Come in for a hug. Come on, I got you. Come on, got you, man. Come on. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Stop losses are gonna save your butt. Stop loss is going to save your butt. Easier said than done sometimes, depending on the way you trade, depending on your risk management, depending on whatever, like whether it was getting wrecked just recently from this pump and dump, this literally dump and then pump and then dump. But if it was because of that or just because, the last season, but yeah. Oscar the Grouch, yes. Let's see here, sadly, yeah. Yep, very true, very true. But yeah, So what we do is we just go over trades. So like for me, I'm just a guy on the internet who knows how to trade. Do I lose? Yeah. Do I win? Yeah. So we get some amazing setups at times. Yes. Is it luck? 100%. And that's one thing too. Like in March, man, we were doing killer trades. And of course, you know, I would find a setup, and I'm always in these charts. I would find a setup, and then a bigger group, maybe like 2 days later, would find that same setup and then post it. And ours was doing good, 20, 30%. And then because they posted it with all of their members, well, now it goes up 80, 90, 100%. And I would tell the group, it's not, look at me. I'm fantastic. I'm all knowing. I told my group multiple times, because we had that happen multiple times, where I would find these coins prior to the big groups. And there was a lot of times where in the group, I said, guys, we got lucky. This is not like, look at Joe. No, we got lucky. And that's all it is luck. When these coins pump, nobody knows when they're going to pump. Nobody. Sometimes it's orchestrated. You know, there's several influencers that, you know, talk to each other and say, you know what, let's pump this coin. I'm already in it. Are you in it? Yeah, I'm in it. Okay, let's pump it to our group so we can make all this money. And that's what they'll do. They'll pump, they'll talk about their coin, they'll put it on YouTube, they'll start doing all this stuff, and then it starts going, and then they sell it off to their people. And then hopefully we're already in those trades because we're not with them, associated with them, but we saw the same pattern, breakout, support resistance that they saw. All right. Jono says, hey, everybody, what's going on, guys? Remember, it's almost the weekend. Yes, that's funny. Jono and I, we used to be, well, a lot of the members used to be members of another group, and it's so funny because during the weekend, or you know, on Friday, like clockwork. It's the weekend, guys. Expect volatility, and then during the weekend, this is the weekend, guys. Expect volatility, and then on Monday, you know, same thing. You know, expect volatility. Like I crack up on that all the time. Crypto Billy in the house. What's up, Crypto Billy? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. Joe is real. We are all broken. Nobody is perfect. Let's just help each other become better. Spot on. Spot on. And it's funny, too, because there's a lot of people out there that dress super fancy, have really nice vocabulary, and they'll, you know, say, you know, I'm broken, too, or, you know, I had to learn and this and that, blah, blah. But they're fake. They're fake. And one thing with me, and I said this, I didn't say this, I mentioned it the other day. If you have something to sell, you're going to be on your best behavior. Let's say you're selling cars. You're not going to be cussing. You're not going to be, you know, eating sunflower seeds or, you know, doing dip or anything like that. Let's say you're selling a house. You know, you want to dress nice. You want to be presentable. If you stump yourself, you know, stub your toe, you're not going to, you know, get all mad and get angry and throw down your briefcase or whatever. And you're not going to do that because you're in front of somebody. You're trying to sell them something. So in my mind, all these people who have groups who are trying to sell you something, they are trying to sell you their kindness. They're trying to sell you their politeness, their giving, their, you know, they're fake. For me, do I have a group? Yes. Does it cost you money to be in the group? Yes, of course. It's a VIP group. What are you paying for? You're paying for my experience. That's what you're paying for, really. That's what it comes down to. But you're paying for the experience. You're paying for all the times that I fell down on my face, all the times that I had to get back up, and like just all these indicators and everything else. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for what works and what doesn't work. Now, do we lose? Yes, 100%. Okay. So here's the thing too. Those people that sell, they talk about all their wins. That's what they tell, man, because they want to trick you. For me, I the way I look at it is I'm as real as they get. I'm as humble as they get. I will tell you anything. You want to know? I'll tell you. I lose, yes. Yeah, I was in a trade. Matter, I closed out a trade. I didn't like how I was looking, so I just closed it out. I was in a loss. I just closed it out. But for me, I would rather people be in my group, in my VIP group, that understand that, because I don't want anybody feeling duped or lied to. And anybody who does get into the group, I want them to see, okay, this is the reality of trading. I got it. You know, we win some, we lose some. And not only that, but it's a community too. So it's really good. Let's see here. Truth comes out. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah, man. There's a lot of people. There are a lot of people where, man, I thought they were great guys, great gals, just, just really good people. And then the more you kind of hang out with them, the more you kind of see what they do, then it's like, eh. And then the more that, you're behind, with them, away from like their fans or the cameras or whatever, like you get to see their true self. I was like, oh, okay, I got it now. But like for me personally, I show sides of myself that you wouldn't want to show if you're trying to sell somebody something. All right, let me get off that soapbox. Let's see here. Road Dog says, the best thing I got out of the old CBC group was some form of direction from dry, boring training videos and the insights shared on the weekly screen shares, trade setups. Yeah. So, yeah, with Road Dog, yeah, same thing, man. Those videos are super outdated, and yeah, it was just crazy. But one thing that, so for me personally, I think about this from time to time. Like if I know we're getting off subject, it feels like the weekend already, it feels like Sunday. But if you could go back in time, would you? Now think about that. You might think, oh man, I'll go back in time, when Bitcoin was created, and I'd buy $1,000 worth, like whatever I had to do, sell paper, mow yards, whatever, just to get $1,000. Because then, now you'd be probably a billionaire, more than likely a billionaire. Yeah, definitely a billionaire. And however, let's say you did go back in time and you wrote yourself a note or whatever it was, and you did that. You would not have met your, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your wives, your husbands. You wouldn't have had the kids that you have now. You wouldn't have had the friends, the experiences that you had. Some experiences were great, some were okay, some were horrible, but all those experiences built you who you are today. Whether you have integrity and everything else, it was a process. So for me, and I think about that, man, if I can go back in time, like would I? I was like, if I did, I probably would not know about crypto. I mean, think about it. Let's say you or it might have shied you away from crypto. Let's say you do go back in time and then you do write yourself a note and it says buy this, like, man, this is weird. No, I heard about this, and maybe it wasn't the time that you should have heard about crypto. So there's a whole bunch of things that come into play. But wouldn't it be great? Now, I'm not sure when you heard about crypto, but I heard about crypto in the very, very beginning, man. I don't know how I heard about it. Somebody had told me about it. But I was really deep in the Bible. Like I'm reading the Bible every single day. I'm listening to the Bible stations. I used to do pest control, so I was driving a lot. So I like constantly just bombarded with all the, the gospel and everything else. And then I heard about Bitcoin, the one currency. Whoa, that's what they say in Revelations. No, thank you. I'm staying away from it. 10 years later, it's like Bitcoin. Yeah, I've heard about that. What was that again? And it was my cashier. It was my bagger. I was a cashier. And they're like, yeah, man, it's like a form of currency, and it's gonna be big. That's what they say. It's like, oh, okay. Didn't do nothing with it for about 2 years. And then after that, my ex told me about crypto, talking about XRP, of course, the cult coin. And I looked into it. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be $500 a coin. All these banks are, getting on board. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be a quadrillionaire. Yeah. And so, like, all that stuff had to happen in order for me to be here today. So, all right. Moving on. I think I put everybody to sleep. Put a 1 in the chat if you are not asleep. Put a 2 in the chat if you are asleep. 1 in the chat if you are not asleep. And a 2 in the chat if you are asleep. And of course, hashtags before those if you're watching the replay. Let's see. Clay the Great says, I heard about it via Alex Jones back in like 09. Really? or 010 or 2010. He was just saying that it's the people's currency to break free from the Federal Reserve. Yeah. And see, even with that, if I would have heard somebody saying it's against the banks and Federal Reserve, I would not have known anything. I mean, I was super young, you know, in my 20s. I didn't know anything. Well, maybe older than 20s. But I didn't know anything about the banks. At that time, the banks were okay in my book. You know, I didn't learn till later that the banks are like, the banks are really bad. You deposit money in there, or you buy a CD or anything like that. They give you a very small fraction of interest. They use that same money to loan out to somebody who's in desperate need of building a house or getting a car loan or a business. They lend out your money and they charge them big interest. Your money. I don't like banks. Let's see here. Crypto Billy says, faith is the substance of that. Let's see. Faith is the substance of that hoped for and the evidence of that not found. Hebrews 11:1. Today is the 11:1. Oh, today is 11:1. And Joe brings it up. Love it. How weird is that? I just got goosebumps. How weird is that? Let's see here. Clingray says, man, I wish I had bought. Yeah. I'm telling you. Same. When I first heard about it, like I was automatically, no. That's Revelations talk right there. That's the end of the world, one currency, you know, the symbol and everything is like, no, thank you. And now it's like, man, you know, if I would have just had $100 just thrown in there, I'm pretty sure I would have lost the wallet by now. Pretty sure of it. But yeah. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Any coins, guys? You want to talk about any coins? Let's see here. Let's go and do YouTube. That way we don't show any of the VIP charts. Now in the charts, I think we're only in one. We're in 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're either in 3 or 4 active trades. I forget. One of them we got into last night. No, I think we got into another one. Double checking. So I did an update to add to our entry on one of them. Oh, we did enter a trade. We entered a long, and as soon as we entered the long, like 4 hours later, it came down. I'm like, dang it. So hopefully it finds support. If it doesn't find support, we have a stop loss underneath it. But I'll update the group if we do need to cut it short. But let's see here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for YouTube Rapid Fire. YouTube Rapid Fire. All right, so these are some of the coins that we've looked at the past couple of days. We're going to just kind of run through them really, really quick. And this one, we're still waiting for this up here. I don't recommend this. I recommend this level as far as our alert goes. ICP. This one, we're in this zone right here. It would be really nice for it to come down here for this accumulation zone before possibly going up. But if it does go up, hopefully it finds support on this trend line. Set your alert up here for Woo. Let's see here. We're going to do about 3 more minutes, guys. If we have questions, then we'll continue going. But right now, it's just me stalling. I'm just stalling. Where is my timer? Okay, going really slow. Looking for my... Where the heck? Oh, countdown. There we go. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's see here. So we have Woo. On Woo, I think we mentioned to enter it. Here's our stop loss. 50% here. If it comes up, down, up. Once it breaks that level, then you enter the other 50%. Right now, it's not looking too hot. I would like to see it, you know, above the trend line for sure. Link is still respecting our little trend line. We do need it to break above this zone right here. Set your alert 1351. I do love Link. This one right here, this one is one to look at for sure. Man, it came up and then it came right down. Now, one thing I do want to show on this, let's go ahead and do this and hide all this. Go and create a this. Let's do this. Let's go and do this. If we were to pull a fib retracement from the start of the move, say about here to about here, we can see that it came into the golden pocket. So we came up, came down, stopped, came up, came down, higher, low, which is awesome. Broke this level, which is amazing. People would have been calling this a bull flag. Came up, broke this level. All right, cool. Came down, support, came down, broke this level. Watch out, but it entered the golden pocket. Then it came out. And now it's like, oh, Bitcoin's doing moves. Bitcoin's doing this and that. Let's go. Was that today? Let's see here. It's today, right? Bitcoin start moving. Start breaking out. Broke this level. Great. Broke our golden pocket. Great. Came up here to our 382 and tried and said, no, thank you. Coming back down. So hopefully it comes down to the lowest point, which would hopefully be the bottom of the golden pocket, before possibly going up. Then we have to worry about a lower high. We really need to break above this level so we can continue going up. I do like SCI. There's a lot of coins that I like. And this is so last season, I know Road Dogg is right there with me. Last season, I was saying, man, I have way too many coins. Next season, I'm not going to have all these coins. What happened? This season, too many coins. So, but I can't sell them right now. I'm down 70. I checked my portfolio the other day. Didn't want to. Checked my portfolio the other day, but I was like, you know what? How down am I? How down are these coins? Now, one thing that I don't like about the Tangem wallet is that it doesn't show the history. It doesn't show the history of when you bought the coin. But so I only transferred some coins to my Tangem wallet, which I absolutely love. And then some of the coins I still have on my exchange, just to see how down they are. And sure enough, 85%, 87%. Some of them I put a decent amount of money, which is like, my heart. Well, I need my heart pills. And then some I just put like a little bit, 10 grand, 50 grand. Now I'm playing. I wish that was a little bit to me. Like $100, $50, $20, whatever it was, right? But that'd be crazy. Like, and that's one thing I hate too. Like, before it used to bother me a lot. Now it doesn't. But people be, I put a little bit of money in it, 50 grand. Let's just see what happens. I'm thinking, 50 grand's a little to you? Like, man, how much money do you have? But anyway, let's see here. Playing with a 200 SMA or SMA. So the yellow is my SMA. What's it on daily or something? Daily. Nice. So the red one is our 50. Our white one is our 9, and our yellow is our 200. So yeah, it went right up to it and coming down. We'll see it breaking out. So now I know I just kind of started going all everywhere. One thing I do want to stress, guys, before we go, because the time's already up. One thing I do want to stress is we're gonna have the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Yes, I said woulda twice. The woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Because right now we're looking at these coins and we're like, man, I want to buy it, but Bitcoin's doing X, Y, and Z. It's looking good, but it can easily dump. Nobody knows what's going to happen. If we had more support here and it started coming up and breaking. So if we had like a zone, well, kind of like this right here, really. So we had, let me just show you. We had this. So we had this, kind of like a zone. We had this, right? Then it breaks out. Oh, good. We enter the trade. If it comes down, well, hopefully it'll bounce off of this support level right here, maybe this support level before going up. Now, let's say we enter the trade and, we're expecting 20, 30%, whatever it is, or depending on the market cap. And then Bitcoin goes to the freaking moon. And this one, it just keeps on going. And we sell a little bit of it. But it goes to like 80, 90%. You're going to be like, wow, man, that was an amazing trade. But the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome, You know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see, you know, if it bounces here, or maybe I can get it lower at this price. This right here would be perfect price to get it at. And you wait, it comes down to almost, and then it goes. And then now you're like, man, I would have made so much money. I could have made so much money. I should have done what I wanted, but I just wait. Woulda, coulda, woulda, syndrome. Don't worry, you will miss out on trades. Just know there's always another trade. With that being said, my name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition. Remember, tomorrow we go live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tomorrow and Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to try new spots. Probably for the next week or two. The times may be changing. So just kind of give you a heads up. Follow me on Twitter, because I will be posting it on Twitter as well. And that's all I got. I do thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for being here. Man, I got a lot off my chest today. There's a lot of talking. And I think that's really important, not just to know how to read the charts and to look at the charts, but just to have another trader's experience being verbalized. Because sometimes as a trader, we feel like we're all alone. You know, your spouse doesn't care about this. And if you have a spouse that cares about this, or somebody who, you know, loves you, that cares about this, man, count your lucky stars. Because you are lucky. Because there's a lot of spouses like, oh, you're doing that again. Or, oh, why are you spending all the money? Oh, no, and how's your Bitcoin, like your family does? You know, how's that Bitcoin? Only they say that when it's down. How's that Bitcoin? But just know that we're going to make it, guys. We're getting so close. This next 2 weeks is when it's going to be super rocky. But then after that, in my opinion, the roads are going to get so much better. Right now, it's kind of like a dirt road, got all the bumps, got potholes, got everything. It gets rougher before it gets better. And right now we can see that. Now, granted, it's not all smooth. You know, there are some potholes, especially the 30% dips that are going to happen. But it's going to be so great, guys. We're so close. Thank you guys for being part of my crypto journey, and I am honored to be part of yours. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, let's make this money. Take care. You guys are great. Bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bang.